Foreman, have you reached a verdict on the charges against the accused Josh Emanuel?
We have, my lord.
On the charge of arranging unlawful gatherings, how do you find the accused?
Guilty, my lord.
On the charge of promoting the existence of God, how do you find the accused?
Guilty, my lord.
On the charge of commending ideas designed to undermine the authority of the state, how do you find the accused?
Guilty, my lord.
Foreman, were the people unanimous in reaching these verdicts?
The people were unanimous, my lord.
Josh Emanuel, you have been found guilty of a number of crimes of the worst kind. Crimes which, if allowed to go unpunished, could threaten the very foundation of our society. I have no alternative but to sentence you to death. There are several methods open to me to recommend. I choose for you the one reserved for the worst of lawbreakers, death by hanging.
Come in. Sit down. You know about this character?
The God Pusher.
Right. He was executed by hanging 3 days ago. Friends of his were given permission to view the body in the prison morgue. When the cabinet was opened, the body had disappeared.
Stolen?
The guards say impossible. There was 24-hour surveillance. The cabinet was locked. When the friends appeared, the cabinet was still locked.
Serious stuff. And a bit weird.
And the people upstairs are beginning to get a bit concerned. This guy had the reputation of being a miracle worker. There were people willing to stand up in court and testify that he had cured them. And now there's word that people have seen him.
What? Seen the body?
No, seen him alive.
Oh, come on.
I know, but the problem is that people are beginning to believe it. And the people upstairs would rather that we just show this to be ridiculous rather than to go in heavy. Some would say we've already made that mistake.
So,
I want you to pull in the people who were at the morgue. I want you to speak to anyone who says that they've seen him. I want us just to put the lid on this, gently but firmly.
okay. Can you send me the photo? You know, just in case I bump into him.
Not funny.
So, you were close to Josh Emanuel.
Yeah,
How long had you known him?
about 3 years.
And what drew you to him?
Just suppose things he spoke about, the way he spoke about them.
Things.
Yeah, he spoke about God, how God is a better way for us to live, a fresh start for the world.
You realise that this kind of talk can lead you into some serious trouble. The state forbids belief in God. And people who lead others in that direction will go the same way as your friend.
Well, you can't wipe out God with a law.
you do realise that this has been recorded.
I do, but you can't stop the hunger in people's lives that they wake up to every morning for something better than this. You know, that's what drew us to Josh Emmanuel. He knew what was inside us. He told us about God, but he showed us God.
I've already warned you that this has been recorded, but we'll deal with that on another occasion. But for now, I have a problem. The disappearance of the body from the morgue.
Well, you won't find him, at least not dead.
Meaning,
Meaning he's alive. I've seen him.
listen, I'm starting to lose patience here.
Well, I went to the morgue with 2 other people. We went in and he disappeared. He wasn't there. We were all pretty upset, so we went to the park where we used to spend time with him. And then, well, he just seemed to appear. I didn't recognise him at first because he was pretty different. But then he said my name. You know, it was him, and others have seen him too. You can ask them.
Oh, don't worry. We will. That's all for now. I've spoken to them all, or at least those that we know about. There were a group of them in a room where they used to meet, and he just appeared. They tell you this and they don't seem to care that this was an illegal meeting. They're putting the noose round their own necks. That's what I find impressive. They're quietly bold. They're not the raving loonies you might expect. Listen to me. Now they've got me wandering. Yep.
Nicodemus, you're looking for me.